Morning, everyone. Today, I want to talk to you about the first draft of my sales funnel for the Property Empire Builder business. So it's another cold morning, it's about 5 degrees, and it's a Friday morning. And as always, we talk all things marketing on a Friday. So this is a key one. I'm just getting railroaded here, so just bear with me a second while I can let this guy pass. It was a big 4x4, and there's not a lot of room for me to squeeze on the side. So as I've nearly been knocked off the road a couple of times lately, I thought I'd better get on the grass. But anyway, so it's all things marketing, and today's a biggie. It's the first iteration of the sales funnel is being built. I'll talk you through what we're doing, why we're doing it, what the plan is, and we'll take it from there. So first and foremost, you'll remember me mentioning that we invested in Dylan Marcy to do our copywriting for the funnel. I hate copy with a passion. Jack, my business partner, Property Empire Builder, hates it as well. And it's a real art. It's like being able to persuade people with words is, with not just words, with text, is particularly challenging. And this guy has $750 million worth of traceable sales related to his copy. So really, really excited about using his copy. So he's produced it. Looks good. I always reserve judgment, purely and simply because the numbers won't lie. So the conversion rates will dictate how good the copy is. And if it's not performing as we would like, we'll be working with him on the long term anyway. So he'll be tweaking and iterating it with us to get it right. So what we're trying to do? Well, Property Empire Builder, if you're not already aware, is our property coaching business. And it's all about helping people build their property empires with little or no money. That's the kind of angle we're going to. There's a big demographic that I think a lot of property training companies are not focusing on, which is the kind of younger clientele. So maybe sub 25-year-olds. Whereas if you look at most property investors out there, most of them probably fall into the 30 to 50 bracket, I would estimate. Got no evidence to back that up, but that's just my estimation from being in the industry for some time now. And so this is so we're about to launch our academy, Property Empire Academy, which is how anyone can get started in property with little or no money. And that's so it's a quite high level. It's a £50 subscription product, and there's online courses that we can constantly add to in the academy on a week-by-week basis. We also do live webinars every week, but it's one-to-many coaching. And the idea is it needs to be affordable, it needs to help. Look, if you're over 25, it's still going to be very relevant to you, but the aim was to always to make sure that we make education as accessible as possible. And the market we focus on predominantly, I'm not saying solely or exclusively, normally don't have large sums of money to invest, so we want to help them get a return as quickly as we possibly can. So that's where the idea from the academy came. And it's highly scalable, because other than a weekly webinar that Jack will be running, it's fully automated. All the courses are built out already, all the platforms ready to go. All we need now is the sales funnel, which feeds the beast, if that's the right term. So the way it's going to work is obviously I'm doing this vlog. It's not top of the funnel stuff. This is just what I'm doing. But inevitably we are getting people kind of coming through from the vlog when I talk about what we do, whether it's people coming into Property Empire Builder or Property Empire Investments, or finding out about my property business or whatever. It does seem to spark a little bit of interest. So we have to factor this in as being part of the top of the funnel, but it's not designed to be top of the funnel. What I mean by top of the funnel is how you get people into your funnel. And that's where social media becomes so important. So Jack Wicks, if you follow him on social media, he's always talking about entrepreneurship, business, property investments, and you'll see as you start to follow him, that he has a call to action, which is to access our free training course. So that's our lead magnet ultimately. And it's a free training course. It's a high level. There's lots of value there in, just the kind of step-by-step foundations you need to get started in your property journey with little or no money. The academy is a kind of enhancement of that with continued support. And so the free training we offer is hosted in our Facebook group, which is our Property Empire Facebook group. And in that course, in that group, the course is in the unit section. So Jack will be doing a lot of promotion, talking about his journey experience. If people want to access the free course, he'll give the link. So when they sign up when they click the link, they come through our messenger chatbot, which is where we capture email addresses, which syncs across to our CRM system. And we target to grow that list by one a day, which is pretty low, to be honest with you. And I think we've had like 10 in the last couple of days join the list, so it grows pretty quickly. I wouldn't say it's going to run at that run rate all the time, but the target is to at least grow it by one a day, which should be incredibly achievable. Well, now we're probably up at the end of the year. That's what the target says at the moment. And the rule of thumb in marketing world is every person who email list is worth £1 a month in terms of revenue over the course of time. So obviously that's you kind of look at it and think this is great, because provided we market to this list appropriately, we should be able to start monetizing it at some point in the future, which is always a nice feeling. So that's top of the funnel. Clicking the list, Lead Magnet is the free training course on how to get started with little or no money in property. Once we've got people in there, we have their email addresses. So then they fall into a nurturing sequence, okay, which is like a soap opera sequence, we call it, which is from any of you follow Russell Brunson will know this stuff. It's kind of like a soap opera, funnily enough, a series of emails talking about the story, kind of obstacles, pain points, how we overcome them, where we are now, so people can kind of get to know who we are, what we do, and then how we can help them. And how we can help them on the next level is coming through to the academy. So that's where the first part of the funnel, well, not the first part, but the first kind of web page comes into play. And that's our sales page. And we're going to do two different sales pages, one with a video sales letter, one's with a text sales letter, to split test which one converts highest. So they're being built at the moment, and ultimately that's going to be driving people into the £50 a month subscription product to join the academy. Okay, there will be a couple of price points. There'll be a 25% discount for people who sign up for 6 months and renew every 6 months, and there'll be no discount if they just want to sign up on a monthly rolling basis. So obviously there'll be a little bit of a advantage in terms of discount for securing a longer term with us. And once they come through that, then it will go to a one-time offer page. Now the one-time offer is an upsell basically, and that's where they'll get the opportunity to join, providing this space. I think we've got 8 at the moment on our program. I think we're going to cap it at 16 in this first intake, and that's onto our group coaching program. So this is where you work with Jack on a weekly basis. You've got all kind of one-to-one tech support as well, and we really work quite in depth, bespoke with you and a small group. Your group will be no more than 8 people. It'll be done virtually. When we can, we'll do some quarterly meetups as well. So that's kind of how that rolls. And the results have been fantastic for the 8 that we've already got on board. But it's a higher investment, it's £395 a month. But again, a 6-month commitment gives you 25% discount. So that's the one-time offer. So as soon as they've purchased the academy, they'll automatically get the opportunity to join that if there's space. If there's not, they'll go onto a waiting list. And as soon as somebody leaves the coaching program, it'll be opened up to that new individual. There's another car coming, just bear with me a second. Just going to let this car go past. He was very miserable. Didn't even give me a wave. But anyway, so that's the first upsell. The second upsell, which is we may introduce it at the beginning or we may hold this back for a while, is the next product that we're launching or service is our guaranteed cash flow generator coaching program, where we guarantee within 12 months to get you to £5,000 a month recurring income, okay, by working with us. And the reason we can guarantee that is a couple of things. Firstly, Jack will work even more intensively with you on a one-to-one basis to really fast track you. And number 2 is our other business, which is Property Empire Investments, where we source deals for people. So we will be looking to source deals for this individual so that we can make sure that any that they don't source, we can plug and ensure we get them to that £5,000 a month figure by the end of the 12 months. So it's a 12-month commitment at £750 a month. There will be discounts again applicable for paying up front. So, but we probably will introduce that further down the line because we're not at capacity yet with the coaching business. So that's kind of how the funnel, how the product stack, if you like, goes. So there'll be upsell. If they don't want it, if they buy the upsell, there'll be another upsell. And then it goes through to the once you finish the sales page and paid for through the checkout, it then goes into an indoctrination or a thank you page, which tells them the next steps and how the onboarding sequence works, where we get them onboarded, upload them onto the system, and how the coaching programs or the academy works. So we've now got all the copy for the sales letter page. We've got copy for the upsell or the one-time offer page. We've got copy for a downsell in the future because we're going to do another funnel in the future, which is going to be driving people directly to the coaching program. And the downsell will be, if they don't sign up for that, before you go, have you considered joining our £50 academy? So we're going to be doing that funnel simultaneously, but that's probably early in the new year that one will be built. So that's where funnel number 2 comes from. But we have the upsell copy, we have the downsell copy, we have the opt-in copy as well. So we'll also be running ads through to an opt-in page as well, in addition to how we capture emails through our ManyChat bot to see what's converting better as a split test. So we've got the copy for the opt-in page. Some people call it a squeeze page. And we also have the copy for the email nurturing sequence, which is great. So, and we also have copy for 4 different types of Facebook ad. Now the Facebook ad is the final step in the funnel because we've already got enough kind of warm traffic. What I say about warm traffic is people that know about us already. So we'll be testing the conversion rates of this funnel to our existing audience to make complete sense. If and when they're converting at a level that we're comfortable on, we'll then start putting some ad spend to it. But we'll test and understand the conversion rates from our existing traffic before running ads. Now, if you don't have a big enough following to do this, I think between me and Jack, we've probably got 40, 45, maybe 50,000 connections on our social platforms. So we'll be using these as required to test the funnel, and providing it's converting well enough. What those conversion figures are to begin with, I'd be certainly looking for our opt-in page. We want it to be converting at about 25%, possibly more, on the opt-in page. Now we're testing that against our messenger bot, our ManyChat bot, which is so this person goes past. So we'll kind of test that. How it's harder to test against our chatbot because we'll know how many people click the link, so we can monitor how many people click the link compared to how many people actually provide their email address, as we can do the same with the opt-in page. So we'll be looking at conversion rates there. Generally speaking, 25% is what we're going to be looking for as a minimum on that first stage. And then when you get through to the kind of sales page, £50 product, again, we'll be looking at 20 to 25% conversion. That's what we'll be looking to kind of get. Once we get that, we can start working out what the average cart value is. This is where we can cross-reference this with our customer acquisition spend. Okay, so if we know that we've had 20 people come through, for example, and I don't know, the average cart value is, say, over the course of, through the whole process in terms of what they pay, it might be worth, when you factor in the upsells to the coaching program, worth £100. So we know that the average spend for the number of people put through is £100. So you then know that you can spend up to £100 to acquire a customer. So when you're looking at your Facebook ad metrics, if you're spending £100, you're breaking even. Anything less than that's a profit, and that's where your return on ad spend comes from. And they're the 2 biggest, most important metrics. It's your maximum acquisition cost, MAC, or customer acquisition, basically. How much it costs you to acquire a customer in terms of ad spend. And the metrics will give you that data through Facebook. And then you're cross-referencing it with the average cart value, which you'll get through your e-commerce platform, which will tell you how many people are hitting, how many people are buying, how many people are buying through the funnel, and what the average amount each person is spending based on the traffic. Once you've got those 2 figures, providing you're making profit on your Facebook ad spend, you then just ratchet it up until the ads start converting less. At that point, you replace them with new creatives. So you're constantly testing creatives in the background. So that's the kind of plan. I've gone quite deep into this, and hopefully it's going to be quite useful. explain sales funnels. I do understand a lot about them, but I have no kind of high level experience in running them and generating significant profits. And it's going to be interesting to learn because I understand the logic behind it. I'm really, really excited to see kind of what this is going to bring. And the idea is I'm going to give you updates on how it's performing, new funnels we're creating, what's working, what's not working. I'll go deep dive on this stuff so that hopefully it will help other people out there, because I stand by this, and so many people say it. It's easy to say, but difficult to sometimes prove. But there's too many people that say it for it to be wrong. They say you can have the best product in the world with the poorest marketing plan, and you'll go out of business. You can have the worst product in the world and the best marketing in the world, and you'll be a multi-millionaire. And read into that as you will. So it's all about perfecting the marketing process. Not saying sell substandard products or services. Absolutely not, because reputation is key, and that's something that's so important to me and my values. So absolutely not will I be looking to sell or provide anything that's lower quality, or not something that I believe gives enough value for me to put my name to it and reputation and everything. So I'm not saying that, but the moral to the story is, if you want to grow a business and you want to grow out online, you need to know this stuff. And a lot of people talk about social media. Really important, don't get me wrong, but that's top of the funnel. If you're not driving all that followers, all that traffic somewhere and monetizing it, you're just wasting your time doing it. The only other way you make money then is if you're lucky enough to have a big enough following for people to approach you to advertise their products, or be, that side of things. So you've got to have a bit of a strategy behind it. I'm not doing all this for the sake of doing it. I'm doing it as a challenge. But I knew deep down that there'd be lots of opportunities that kind of come from this, all in line with my passion and purpose, which is super important. But and the strategy is coming clearer and clearer with what I'm doing with this vlog now. And but as I always stand, this vlog is always going to be 100% free, and I'm always going to try and help as many entrepreneurs out there who are suffering with stress, anxiety, and overwhelm, and how you can help manage that through using exercise as a release mechanism, or a mechanism to manage that pressure, to save businesses and save entrepreneurs' well-being. So out there, that's what this is about. But anyway, that's enough. So hopefully I've given you enough value today. Any questions, always drop me a comment. I'll respond to every one. If it's a bigger topic, I'll do a separate blog episode and tag you in. If this isn't for you, you're not of interest, no drama, just unfriend, unfollow me. No problem there. But before you do go, do check out my Facebook group, Runpreneur, or my YouTube channel, Kevin Britton, Runpreneur, which is where I think I'm nearly 140 episodes now. Are all catalogued nice and neatly by topic. So hopefully there's something in there for everyone in business and running. And it's an ad hoc free resource that you can tap into and out of as you please. So that's it for me today. As always, stay positive, stay happy, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.